Boom, 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 boom. Pencils down. There we go.
Do it.
Pencils
Drop
down.
them.
Pa fuera.
Drop them.
Ya se acabó todo. Thank you for joining us. That was Ramble 395. I was Jerry Rocha. That there was
Eddie Pence.
and you're on Ramble Overtime.
Ramble Nation Overtime.
Ramble Nation Overtime. You think it's just you and I?
Sure.
Well, it is. It was a rough one. Michael Cohen didn't help. And now I don't know if they're scrambling. I don't know if Harrison Butker is part of all this or if he just announced himself to be the newest member of the team. But I'm sure alt-right Cody is scrambling to see if
he had to do that big last-minute order to get everybody blue suits and red ties.
Right, the blue suits and red ties. And did you hear Harrison Butker's comments?
No, I didn't hear his.
Yeah, Harrison Butker was basically saying how, he wouldn't be the man he is if his woman wasn't there in the kitchen getting breakfast, getting dinner ready for him every night.
There you go.
Harrison Butler talking about the emasculation of men. A kicker. Shut your fucking mouth and kick. Kicker. God, you're the guy everyone can't wait to blow the fuck up when a special teams play breaks down. Shut your fucking mouth. A kicker. Fucking hilarious. You're the guy that they can't wait to blow up. He's it was pretty. So that's, and then, of course, Aaron, Cody probably had to tell Aaron Rodgers all about what Putin knows about Russia and what Biden knows about American history. That was a whole nother thing. So
a lot going on. A lot going on right now.
Alt-right Cody is very busy.
Very
busy.
So
please don't get mad that he's not. We wish he were here. We really do.
We do.
So, Eddie, what was your favorite part of Ramble 395?
Oh, my God. One of your best pencil drops, I think.
You think?
Best pencil drop.
Yeah? I've been working. Yeah. I've been working
Solid
on it.
Pencil
It's
drop.
just I'm trying to place it in the right spot. You know what I mean?
Looks good. Looks good.
Thank you. Thank you very much. That's, man, look at that. Huh?
Yeah.
Here we are. You can email us. I don't know if you knew that.
I think they do. I think they know.
At the Ramble Pod.
Ramble Pod.
Twitter at Podcast Ramble. Instagram. Podcast Ramble 1 is Twitter X. Instagram is at Podcast Ramble. Ramble. Then YouTube with Ramble Tube. We have our T Public merch page, which we hope. I mean, God, how much money have we made off the T Public stuff so far?
Dude.
It's almost.
It's not him Vita money,
right? But it's geez.
It's close. It's close.
It's real close. It's
real
real
close to him Vita money.
God.
You know what I do. I know we didn't part ways with him Vita on the best of terms.
Yeah.
But I do miss working with Hacksaw.
I do miss Hacksaw.
I do. That was probably my favorite times with the
I
Vita
don't
collab.
Because he was fucking Andrea the whole time.
Yeah, I know.
That's what I don't. I mean, I miss. Look, I was still
just to see one of your childhood heroes.
8-year-old
you're working
me
with one
would
of your
geek out every time you walk in.
Right.
Naked,
but then he'd walk right by us.
Walk right by to go fuck Andrea.
That had to be tough for you. Sure. That had to be rough.
It wasn't the easiest. It was, it was.
But for me, I missed it. I'm sure.
I miss it. And I'm trying to be as selfless as possible here and just
and
recognize
you were
what
the
that
whole
meant
time.
To
You were.
Thank you.
Thanks. Appreciate
it. We're still stuck at 144 5-star ratings. Hiccup is still our positive text review master of the mountain, but it could change. We're not ready to drop a TFP.
Keep your head on a swivel, Hiccup. Keep your head on a swivel,
right.
Hiccup.
We're not ready to do a TFP yet, though, are we?
Oh, no,
we're not ready to drop a TFP?
Not yet. Maybe next week.
Maybe next week. Yeah. I would say by next week's Ramble Radio, if things haven't changed, you'll be getting a TFP.
You might get a
TFP. Yeah, there might be a TIF.
But not today.
TIF. So again, there it is. Pretend you're hearing the music.
Sure.
Here we are, 4 minutes 28 seconds in, at the dark end of the street. That's where we always meet, hiding in shadows where we don't belong, living in darkness to hide our wrongs. You and me at the dark end of the street. I had to because I was watching that Wolverine trailer again. for the new PlayStation. Oh God, I can't wait for that fucking.
I can't wait for that game. I cannot wait for that game.
God damn. I don't. I just don't care. I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's a courtroom drama in a video game world with him. I'm in. I'm in. I'm in now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's just jump in, Eddie. We're kind of on. We're kind of on a time constraint today.
A little time crunch this week.
A little bit of a time crunch for this ramble. Finger blast song of the day. Are you ready?
Ooh, okay.
Are you ready?
Give me a sec. I'm pulling one.
Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, you go first.
Well, actually, no, I want you. You know what? I want you to find yours because I want to get your rawest reaction. Do you get what I mean? Like
sure.
Undivided. You are there. You are like
right.
Like, when do you make your move? Kind of. You know what I mean? If you hear this song, does that make sense? Like, what I want is, like, what's your move when you hear this song?
All right, hold on. I'm pulling mine up right now. Hold on. Okay, it's coming. Okay. It's coming. Yeah. I might play a little bit of it.
Can we?
I don't know if we can. But it doesn't hit unless you hear a little bit of it.
Oh my.
All right, here we go. So just see if you can recognize it before I have to cut it off.
Yeah. Okay. Oh. Look at that. Are we already in trouble?
I don't know. Probably. Are we?
Probably.
Is it worth it?
Well, I'm already finger banging myself. We probably should stop, though, because our YouTube channel will get shut down. But
Rio de Janeiro by Gary Chris.
How quick are you in?
Dude. I mean, it's not a sensual finger blast song, but it is.
No. This is you're in the club. You're on the
tempo-driven song.
Yeah,
it's a tempo-driven song.
You've been grinding for a minute, right? And you to the previous song. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Right. So I would even say that our Mount Rushmore was playing before this. It was probably all night long, all night, right? And then that song comes on, and you're left with no choice but to just go for it right on the dance floor. Am I right?
When my baby smiles at me, I go to Rio. De Janeiro.
But what do you think that would be the case? It probably a Lionel Richie song has played beforehand at the club, and now
you're warmed up. You're warmed up.
You're just going right
obviously.
Yeah.
But it's an up tempo finger blaster.
So I'm going the opposite.
Okay.
And I want you to know what kind of emotional finger blasting.
Okay. Mine's up tempo.
Yes.
Mine, you're in the heat of the moment. It's a party.
So you ready for mine?
Yeah.
Just a little more time is all we're asking for. 'Cause just a little more time could open closing doors. So if you're lost and on your own, you can never surrender. Like, come on. When are you? What does that do to you? Corey Hart, Never Surrender. How quick are you dropping that finger?
Dude.
I mean, you can never surrender. So
dude, if you played that first and then followed up with Rio, woo.
I mean, I think you're
fireworks.
You're like
fireworks.
Both hands, like you're doing this. Like both hands are inside.
You're doing a reverse birth. Like you're going all the way up.
Yes, you're just trying to climb your entire.
It's a reverse birth.
There it is. Wow. You can never surrender.
Ooh.
Rio de Janeiro. Now this would be, again, this is a hell of a 1-2 punch either way on a finger bang playlist.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like Never Surrender gets you going. Rio de Janeiro, boom.
brings it
vice
home.
versa. Rio de
Depends
Janeiro
on the mood
gets you
you're in.
going, never surrenders the after party finger blast.
Sure,
It's just
it's the snuggles and cuddles finger blast. You never know.
Absolutely.
You know, the pillow talk finger blast.
Just a little more time is all we're asking for. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tease this.
Okay.
But I'm gonna have to do for next Ramble. Get to remind me, because I think next Ramble is a little Westminster dog show. But let's start now. We're gonna do the best around. Okay. Another one. Which Corey?
Best around. Which Corey?
Hart, Feldman, Haim. I mean, huh? We don't need to blur. We don't need to solve this now.
We won't solve it now.
Eddie, honestly, how could we?
You can't. It's going to take at least a week of deliberation.
How could we solve this now?
We can't solve this now.
This is like you have the number 1 pick and it's Luck or RG3. Like, what do you know what I mean?
Hindsight's 2020, but
hindsight's 2020, but still before. Leaf
before.
Manning, it was a conundrum.
Right. You don't know what to do.
Just a little more time is all. I don't know. But do you mind if are you leaning any one way or another right now?
I'm leaning a particular way. But I'm not. I don't want to give it away now.
Okay, same here.
I'll save that.
Same here. I am too. I'm leaning a particular way.
Who knows? After a week of thinking about it, I could be swayed the other direction.
God,
so
this
I don't.
thing could change hands. It'd be like how Dan Deerdorf would explain a fumble. That thing's changed hands 5 or 6 times. At the bottom of that pile.
You don't know. They're spitting and pissing and
they're fucking. Somebody's fucking that.
Somebody sodomized somebody.
Somebody fucked the ball, then fucked another player in there.
That football's been in or out of several different people.
That was the best. Dan Deerdorf describing a fumble was always the greatest.
Well, that
somebody's been fucked by that thing.
7,000 or 8,000 times. Somebody's cut a slit in that football and fucked it.
As the ref's trying to uncover. That's the title. Dan Deerdorf describing a fumble. That's it.
It's like my mom on prom night.
Just everybody's passing her.
Everybody's taking a turn.
Everyone's got a shot at that one.
That's what she told me anyway.
As she said, she got fucked every minute she could at prom.
That's why I don't know my real dad.
Who could have become any number of people. Made it weirder. There are actually 7 different Deerdorfs in her class. Who knows? Deerdorf describing. You'd always do that. That ball's changed hands 7 or 8 times. No, it hasn't. One guy laid down on it. That's it. He was with the. And
everyone else is punching him, trying to get it.
Yeah,
no one's fighting for it anymore.
Oh, Dan Deerdorf. Now that we have our finger blast out of the way, this again is going to be a shorter ramble.
Short, a little abbreviated.
We have our action figure and or video game of the week.
Okay.
Eddie, are you?
You have yours ready? I got to go get mine.
Go ahead.
It's in the other room.
I'll cover. Eddie is going to get his toy or video game. Mine is a video game. In fact, it's actually what I got Colton for his birthday. So I will spring that on Eddie because obviously I don't know if Colton listens to the Ramble. So
he does occasionally. He does occasionally listen to the Ramble.
Shit, this is his birthday present. Is my game, but it's that fucking good.
Okay.
It's that good. Eddie, what do you got? What do you got for us?
Okay, here we go. Remember a few weeks ago we did this. I brought up the old McFarlane figure, the Superman, and the classic powder blue.
Oh, the beautiful. And why can't the fucking
Superman
movie just dress him like that again?
Dress him like that, right? I was at GameStop last week, and I guess they just come out with the classic Green Lantern look.
Ta-dow!
Look at that beauty.
Can I say something controversial?
Yeah, go for it.
The the superpowers. Was that the line that we had as kids?
Superpowers. Yeah, superpowers.
The Superpowers Green Lantern might be the greatest action figure of our youth.
It's pretty dope.
Do you remember how great that Superpowers Green Lantern was?
I love that Green Lantern.
That might have been the greatest action figure of our youth.
But
and
like
that
this is like
stunning. I'm gonna have
that
to go
is
grab
straight up like
I'm gonna have to go
Justice
get that
League. That's like Super Friends. Hal Jordan.
Yeah, that's the best Hal Jordan, the best costume. I gotta go find that fucking thing.
It's a beautiful. Like I usually like I don't buy a lot of McFarlane, but when they go classic retro,
you have
costumes like that.
You
I got
have to. You have to. Oh, that's just...
It's a gorgeous Green Lantern.
Oh, it's a hell of a figure, dude. That's
beautiful.
What a figure of the week.
I may pass it around at the bottom.
That thing's gonna get passed around.
That thing's gonna get fucked 9 ways to Sunday.
It's gonna be so much cum on that football by the time the ref grabs it. So much cum and anal juice. Butt cum. I want to hear Dan Deerdorf say
they pan over to Franken and Michaels, and they're just like, "What?" Gifford and Michaels are just like, "What?
What?" Gifford's like, "Huh? That football's got all kinds of butt cum on it." What's butt cum?
Al Franken's just not Al Franken or Al Michaels.
Well, okay.
Oh, back to the game.
Butt cum's a new one.
Gifford's like,
Oh, fuck.
Okay.
Oh, tremendous. All
right, what's your game? What's the game?
Well, this is Colton's birthday.
What do you got?
And now here's the problem: is you have one, and I think you're excited to have it. But the problem is now I think Colton is just going to repurpose it for him now.
Probably.
So I'm sorry about that.
It's okay.
But it's the Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith game for the Game Boy Advance.
Ooh.
It is incredible. Okay, so I didn't like the fucking movie. Right, who did? And so that was still around the time when most games based on movies fucking sucked, right?
The PS2 version of that game was pretty fun.
That's what I heard.
I enjoyed playing that. I had the PS2 version of the game, and it was really fun.
So that's what I heard. And this one is the Game Boy Advance version. And instead of just like a watered down version of the PS2 game, it's a whole nother type of game. And it's from the people who developed this game, made their own company, and they just developed the Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge game. So these guys know what they're doing. And it was so fucking fun. And I think it's like the PS2 game. You choose between Obi-Wan or Anakin. And you go and, oh my God, it's so fucking good. It has no business being as good as it was. So I got it for Colton. The Episode 3, I was able to score a physical copy of it.
Ooh.
Because I have it on my jacked up Super Nintendo. But yeah, Jesus Christ, it's so good. It has no business being as good as it was.
And I also it's similar like to the PS2 version.
Right, it doesn't. I know the PS2 had more realistic graphics and stuff. This doesn't. Yeah. This is just 1,000% cartoon. You know, like it looks cartoonish, which I think fits it. It's great. It's really fun. You know. Nice. So yeah, that's my game. Right there.
I also look forward to playing that.
Yeah, dude. Well, I'm just saying, maybe you just take it.
I might.
Could you just take it?
Probably.
Is that?
I'm still stronger than him, so
you still could take him. Now I
can still take him.
We are. This you're going to notice a theme on today's ramble.
Sure.
It might be 80s heartthrobs and Star Wars is kind of a theme for the most part. Because it's Gumbel Love. Oh, that's Gumbel Love. Oh, I think I wanna know you. That's Gumbel Love. Let's start with what we opened with. All right, you ready?
Okay. Yeah.
Corey Hart.
Oh.
Course. Hearts. Course.
Hearts. Hearts.
Parties.
Course.
Heart.
Course.
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 Cores. 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 Course. Oh, fuck. I don't understand how you weren't a one-hit wonder. It's kind of surprising. If anyone should have been you. But
shocking. Yeah, can't believe it.
Shocking you had a few in the tank there, huh? Kind of shocking.
Yeah.
Kind of shocking you had a couple of hits in the tank. A little kind of shocking to me. I'm not going to lie. A little shocked. You had a couple of hits in the tank.
My expectations are pretty low for you, but
Corey Haim.
Oh, Ames. Hey. We're trapped here because we can't do cores again.
Can't do cores. I made it tough on us. I'm gonna go Ames.
Ames. What's up, Ames?
Oh,
so
License to Drive was kind of your peak.
So when you did that movie, who diddled you? Which adult diddled you during that?
Which one got you on License to Drive? I mean, there's a whole smorgasbord that could have gotten you. Weren't you in the Lost Boys? I don't even remember. Whole smorgasbord of guys who could have gotten you on that one, but who got you on License to Drive? Who's the one?
You can tell me.
Which one was it? Corey Feldman.
Ooh, Felds.
Felds. Got to be Felds.
Felds. Got to be Felds.
Felds.
So,
you lived long enough to be the punchline out of all these guys, didn't you?
You either die the tragic figure or live long enough to be the punchline.
That looks like you, man. Looks like your punchline status for all these guys. Oh,
so is this current look a mix of Michael Jackson DNA and yours together? Is that
what this is?
Is that what this is?
Kind of a little bit of a Michael Jackson, Mick Mars from Motley Crue kind of a look you have going on here. Michael Jackson and Mick Mars fucked that out of kid. And
it's kind of great. Kind of great. All these people are just playing along with this thing you're doing.
Yeah, it's kind of nice.
It's kind of nice. They're just giving you. It's like almost like a Make-A-Wish, like a big giant Make-A-Wish for you.
Fuck. He's the saddest one, I think.
Well, because he lived, right?
Well, I think Hart's still around.
I guess Hart's still alive, right?
He's stuck to music. That guy could go do 80s tours on fucking cruise ships the rest of his life. But Feldman, dude, that guy was in so many massive fucking movies.
But is it because of the Michael thing? Is it because of the Michael thing he became the joke? Because he went hardcore Michael for years.
Yeah, for years. It didn't help.
And then he tried to become this singer thing.
Ascension Millennium or whatever was happening. But dude, that guy was in the fucking Goonies. That guy was in
fucking Stand By Me.
Stand By Me. Lost Boys. Fucking the Friday the 13th film. Like the dude was
fucking
in some
classic
bangers,
films.
Man.
Yeah.
He was in some Goonies. No, Gremlins. Wasn't he in Gremlins? Yeah,
first
he was a little kid in Gremlins in the first one.
I think he was first Gremlins. Yeah.
Jesus, it's just
it's fucking crazy. He probably had of all the Corys, he was probably the most successful
human
as far as human
of all the Corys I've encountered on my journeys. Felds
is the most
human.
But his movies were probably the most well remembered.
Yes, I mean
by far.
Because their biggest hit together was License to Drive.
Yeah,
Dream a Little Dream didn't really. That was kind of the beginning of the end. That was the beginning of the end, or maybe
that's like when Travolta and what's her face, Olivia Newton-John did that.
Did the movie where he was the angel or whatever.
Yeah, where he invented glasses you could eat, sunglasses you could eat, whatever the fuck that movie was called. Edible sunglasses.
Yeah, they had like 4 movies too many. Those two.
Yeah, it was like Grease is where you guys should have just
end it. Dude, had they ended it at License to Drive, we'd still be talking about them right now.
Yeah,
in like the greatest duo in movie history, maybe.
Yeah,
had they just stopped at License to Drive. All right, here we go. Now you're gonna see the real theme. I teased with the Corys.
Okay.
Now the real theme of Gumbel Love. Judd Nelson.
Oh.
Nels.
What's up, Nels? How about Yeah, a lot of two big nostrils there, Nelsie. A lot of cocaine. A lot of cocaine up those.
A lot of coke fits there.
Coke up that nose.
So from Breakfast Club straight to Transformers. And then you were just kind of an afterthought in New Jack City. What happened, Juds? What happened, Nels?
What happened, Juds?
What happened, Juds? What happened, Nels?
The Brat Pack there, and you kind of just,
Anthony Michael Hall.
Oh.
Halls?
Halls?
I would say Halls. I think we go Halls. Halls? You seem the angriest one. Halls. You seem to be the most bitter. Halls.
Seemed like you were the least respected of all the
Brat Packers. Emilio Estevez. Vez?
Estes?
Vez? So, pretty much your brother got the Corys, huh? Was that what we're thinking?
Right. Did you know about it? Did you see it? Were you there?
Did you know it's your brother who got all the Corys?
Who collected the Corys? Was it you or
your
brother?
Brother. I think you know the theme. Molly Ringwald.
Waltz? Rings?
Waltz?
Waltz? Wings?
Waltz. So, you're no longer a teenager and they instantly don't give a shit about you. Is that what happened?
What's it like to be the most unattractive and least attractive? The most attractive and least attractive one of the group at the same time.
He somehow kind of teetered.
You kind of were like the hottest and the unhottest.
And the not hottest.
At the same time. How did that work out? How did you figure that one out? How could you be so bangable and repulsive at the same time?
How'd that work? You're jerking off, you lose it, and then you get it right back. It's very weird. Rob Lowe.
Oh.
We're just glossing over that whole fuck the 15-year-old, aren't we?
Fuck the minor, huh? Fuck the minor.
Fuck the minor.
On tape. On tape.
On tape, and now here you are pushing Atkins.
But you're cool. It's all cool.
You're made it. Huh? Just you survived fucking a minor. How did that go?
On tape. I gotta remind you, on tape. Not just allegations, but confirmed.
Here's what I think is gonna be the best, easiest nickname: Ali Sheedy. Sheets.
So, you went with the Brat Pack and then just played a flight attendant in Home Alone 2, huh? Just
That's from that to that.
2 lines in Home Alone 2.
From that to that.
That's a quick fall. That movie was 93, 92.
Oh god. You okay? Just so you were like the mild goth fuckable chick until Winona Ryder came along, right? That's kind of what happened.
She kind of stole your thunder, huh?
Kind of stole your goth chick. I'm gonna fuck crown. Winona Ryder.
I think we know why Molly Ringwald kept you around.
God, I can imagine him saying that. Andrew McCarthy. Carts. So I guess now we can do a weekend at Bernie's with your career. Okay, is that what it's come down to?
The only chicks you get now probably are mannequins.
Only things you can fuck are. And lastly, Demi Moore. Ors. How quick do you distance yourself from all that? How mad are all the others at you? To be honest,
They don't hate you, right? They just
you kind of left them all in the dust, didn't you?
You deleted all their numbers, right?
Yeah. The first thing you did outside of the Brat Pack, you just immediately lost all their numbers, correct?
You deleted all their numbers, right?
You clearly. Oh, fuck. There we go. Gumbel Love for the Corys and the Brat Pack. There we are. And now, Eddie, it's time for the Super Nintendo game that should have been. The Prince of Tides.
Oh.
Is the opening screen just the movie poster, just Nolte and Streisand lying down
in 16-bit?
Yeah.
Single player, or do you get 2 players? Can you play both characters?
I think
Is it single player?
Well, I would think the opening level you kind of make it like a platformer. It's just Nick Nolte, like kind of fish out of water, walking around New York City, like jumping over junk and like there's newspapers rolling by. You have to leap over.
You have to find food.
Then you get the abusive father.
Yeah.
Flashback stage. That's gonna be.
That's the boss. You got to beat the abusive dad.
Of course. I guess the final boss, the heart of the game, is the rape, and the mom and the older brother murdering the 3 convicts that come in and rape them.
It's a heavy game.
What if they just say, fuck it, it's a racing game, and it's just all the characters from the movie in little kart races.
Like Mario Kart, but Prince of Tides.
Yeah, they're just they have like oversized cartoon heads, and they're just driving around.
Or it's like a track and field sort of theme. Like they're competing in different events.
Outdoor events.
Outdoor events. There's like a track one, and the triple jump, javelin throw.
Fuck.
You can use the power pad.
Look. We just heard Prince of Tides. We thought it was going to be a completely different movie. We bought the rights to it. We saw the movie and we're like, oh shit, we can't do it.
Maybe it's a surfing game. It's a surfing game.
Has nothing to do with the film.
It's a surfing game.
Barbra Streisand and Nick Nolte are just trying to catch.
You're trying to. You got to paddle out and catch a wave, take it in for scores.
Oh fuck! The Prince of Tides.
Yeah.
Oh god. Is that a rental? Are you picking?
Absolutely.
You're renting
Absolutely.
that. You're renting it.
Absolutely a rental. Absolutely.
What if it's just like an on-rail shooter with the super scope, and it's just like wave after wave of like the 3 cons coming in to rape, and you're just blasting them all.
You're just blasting the rapists like Duck Hunt.
Just,
but if they get to you, you have to watch the rape.
Their dick just keeps bashing the front of the screen. Oh fuck!
Okay.
The Super Oh fuck! And our final segment today, Eddie.
Yeah.
The best around. We're gonna take the best song from the Star Wars prequels.
Okay.
I mean, before we pick the song, can we just talk about you and I both aren't the biggest fans of the prequels?
No, I think episode 1 and 3 have their moments.
Episode 2 is the worst by a mile.
The worst by a mile. But again, I was in the theater opening night of that movie. I fucking loved it. I had such a great time watching it. I've hated it more and more every time I rewatch it.
It's terrible.
But there was moments, but for overall, they didn't live up to my expectations.
And can we talk about just the heavy lifting John Williams did for those 3 movies? My God.
It may be more impressive than what he did in the original trilogy.
It is. I think. I mean, this is LeBron taking those shitty teams to the finals. This
is LeBron winning with the Cavs.
Right. This is that Cavs team at least had Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love.
Yeah.
This is LeBron taking those first Cavs groups to the finals.
Yeah.
With fucking Anderson Varejao and Zdrunas Ilgauskas. That was Jesus. What he did.
One of my bigger complaints from the sequel trilogy.
Yeah.
Was there's some good score work from John Williams in those, but there's no like from the original trilogy, there's several songs you just know, and then there's several songs you just know from the prequel trilogy. The sequel trilogy, there's a couple that are kind of there.
The only
but
one I thought was the best one was at the end of the first one, Rey visits Luke.
Yeah,
That
the Jedi
song
Steps
was
or whatever
great.
it's called,
Yeah,
Jedi Steps or something.
But like, yeah, everything else, like, yeah, whatever. But
It's okay, but it's not like the stuff he did in the prequels was insane.
like that was he knew. He knew. I'm gonna have to do everything I can to say it's on
Even
me now.
the fucking love song for Anakin and Padme, where they're going into the arena, like that's a great love score.
That might be my pick. Is that
is it?
Dun, da, 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 da,
Yeah, that's the love. That's the Padme Anakin.
Across the Stars. That's my pick. That's my favorite song of the prequels. It's in the worst movie, but that is
at the worst time.
Yes, the worst scene.
When he finally when she says, "I finally love you," and it's just like it feels so forced and unorganic,
forced and stupid.
But the song is so good.
I mean, I got goosebumps during the trailer for Knights of the Old Republic when they play that part of that song.
Yeah, it's a great one.
Fuck, that's my pick. I take it over Duel of the Fates.
It's hard to argue with those. I mean, I have to take Duel of the Fates because to me it's so iconic, and it was the first time in a Star Wars movie where I remember hearing like that choir was such a big part of it.
Do you remember the music video? It was on MTV. Remember that? Before the movie came out.
No.
They had a music video for it, and it was just, I was glued to it every time. It would just show.
It's great. That song's great, and then learning later what Duel of the Fates actually meant.
Yeah.
And, like what was the significance of that final lightsaber duel, and how Qui-Gon losing was the Duel of the Fates. And that was the fate of the galaxy was met at that point. It was just like, to me, it's just a great song. It's a great score. One of his best.
I mean, and I think the three movies, the three signature songs for each film are just unbeatable. It's Duel of the Fates, the love song Across the Stars, and then the ban da 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 da.
When they're marching on the temple, the Jedi temple, and
then the final battle between Obi-Wan and Anakin. It just
pretty great. Some of his best work.
It just, but I gotta go. So you're going Duel of the Fates. I'm going.
I gotta go Duel of the Fates.
Across
the Stars is great though.
I remember Duel of the Fates I'd never been so hyped up. And I think because of how much I enjoyed Duel of the Fates and I loved it, I think that's what bought some kind of insurance for the movie for me. Like it took a few viewings for me to not like it because of once that Duel of the Fate scene kicks in, when Darth Maul walks out and they're like, "We'll take care of this," you're like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah, you're in.
It's just fuck.
You're just trying to get through the whole movie to get to that point.
I forgot. I just like because I remember the first time I saw it going, there's something just not right here. So, and then that scene, I'm like, oh, okay, no, it's a great movie. Okay. Oh, we're good. It was a great movie.
There's some Star Wars.
Okay, and then the second time, the third time, there's something not right here. Kept getting louder and louder, but then that scene would just wash it away.
Yeah.
And then
and then the Obi-Wan Anakin duel at the end of Revenge of the Sith was great too.
Oh, tremendous.
So, like I said, there's high points in those movies. It's just overall, it's just not.
They're so bad.
What I was hoping it would be.
It was so bad. Everything else.
The highs are high, but the lows are so low.
The lowest of the low for the franchise, I would say. Like
probably.
Man. So bad. But there we go. So that was our ramble, Eddie. Abbreviate, still damn near 40 minutes. I don't know why anyone's mad about that.
For free.
For free.
God.
$3.96 is coming up. We're going to pick the best around for Corey's. The Corey's.
Where else do you get a free review of a completely invented video game about the Prince of Tides?
Where else do you get
for free?
It turns into, can we make it about the movie? No, it's going to be either a kart racer, a track and field game, surfing, or on-rail shooter. That's what it actually is going to be. I mean, come on. Where else do you get this, y'all? So we want to thank you all for tuning in. We love you all. Stay safe out there. Subscribe to The Ramble. 5-star rating, positive text review. You know where to find us. You know where to love us. Do it. We'll be back Friday for a Ramble Radio. Until then, take care, stay safe, everybody.